Next is Divya. She is a nursing student who is passionate about helping others and leaving a positive impact in the world. She loves to learn new things and uses her time during the pandemic to cross things off her bucket list, such as learning how to skate. Go ahead, Divya.
Hi everyone. So uh, I'm gonna share. Is there a way I can get permission to share my screen? To the wait.
I think it's enabled.
Oh, is it okay? Can everybody see that? Oops. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Trying to figure out a way so that I don't see this. Okay, you know what? I'll just leave it. Okay, so I'll be talking about maintaining a healthy virtual life. And the things I'll cover are meaning and importance, um, how to have a healthy virtual life. So the points I will go through are having a disciplined routine, um, detaching, maintaining good mental and emotional health, choosing what is advantageous, putting your knowledge into practice, and improving your skill and potential. Um, so first, let's start with the meaning. What is a healthy virtual life? So really it is just having physical and psychosocial well-being in the technological world. And the reason that it's so important is because in order to excel, we need to have good health. And right now, because of the pandemic, our lives have become more virtual. And even as things start to reopen, certain things will probably continue to stay virtual. So some people might continue to work from home, or we might just see more activities online in general. So it's important that we maintain a healthy virtual life. So if I put that in reverse order, a healthy virtual life leads to good overall health, which can help you excel in life. Um, so how do we achieve that? So the key is having balance. So having balance between real and virtual. Focusing on the real life, your real self, and your real priorities. So one of the ways we can maintain a healthy virtual life is through discipline. And there's a few different ways that we can bring a discipline routine in our life. One of them is setting guidelines and discussing our expectations with others. So for example, let's say a guideline that you set for yourself is that you won't check your messages after 10 p.m. So you've set that guideline, and then you want to discuss that with your friends and family so they know that you will not be available after that time. Another thing you can do is setting a schedule. Maybe you can have a set time to check your social media and email. So instead of periodically going through your messages or your email throughout the day, maybe set aside an hour in your day to go through that. And it'll just help you be more productive overall. And putting the first 2 points together, so setting guidelines and having a set schedule, one of the ways you can do that is through visualization. So visualization is basically when you visualize the outcome that you want, and it enhances motivation, and it also increases self-confidence and self-efficacy, and it improves performance, and also primes your brain for success. So there's actually been some research studies that were done, and they found that there was a research done on the brain patterns of weightlifters, um, and they found that the patterns activated when they lifted actual weights um, were the same or similar when they simply imagined lifting weights. Studies have suggested that mental practice can be almost as effective as actual physical training or actually doing something. Um, so, um, visualization is not just about thinking about something, but it's truly feeling it. So you're basically living it in your mind's eye. Um, there's a few different ways to visualize. One of them is through meditation, and Shivan already talked quite a bit about that. So I will talk about something um, called so one of the other ways is SMART goals. So you can use SMART goals to visualize. You all probably already know what they are, but like it's basically setting goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. But how can you use that to visualize? So let's say if you have like a certain task to do, like a project or something. Right now, being uh, like having online school or something, for example, I found myself really struggling with motivation and staying focused. So um, using SMART goals to visualize can help you set a schedule for yourself and just really get doing what you want to do. So the way you do that is first, instead of just writing on your calendar, like, okay, I'm going to study on this day for this, you want to really be as specific as you can. So write down the actual task that you'll be doing. So not just study, but something like reading chapter 3 from this textbook. And then write down the location. So not just like, okay, in my room or at home, but be specific, like, okay, at my desk. I'll study at my desk, for example. You want to have a start end time. And then a key thing is having a backup option. So let's say you don't do what you originally set out to do, have a backup option so that you can still be productive. Once you have that, you want to visualize all that in your head and then put it to action. So doing that can hopefully help you um, set a schedule and stay motivated. Um, and uh, um, uh, Sorry, I kind of blanked out, but yeah, it just helps you stay motivated and achieve your goals. And then I'm just going to go back. The other two things you can do are managing your screen time. So one of the things you can try is going through your phone settings to see how much time you're spending on a screen and using that information to set guidelines for yourself. And then there's also taking regular breaks. So you want to make sure that because we are all having a lot of virtual interaction, whether that be online school or working from home, taking regular breaks are really important. So getting up every so often to stretch, take a walk. So during your lunch hour, you can go for a walk or walk your dog. And standing desks are great. So some of us might have that. So if you have that, it's still important to stretch your legs and take some breaks in between. The other thing to help with a healthy virtual life is the practice of detachment. So detachment or non-attachment is quite a big concept in Hinduism as well as other religions. Um, and it's important to remember that happiness does not depend on technology. So becoming too attached can lead to suffering like unhappiness or anger, addiction, delusion, um, things like that. And it prevents us from becoming who we really are or what we can do, or just reaching our full potential. So, how do we practice having no attachment? So, one of the things is managing your reactions. So, let's say you're working and all of a sudden the internet stops. um, what how do you react, right? Do you stay calm or do you get frustrated? um, Another example is posting something on social media, um, and the number of likes you get, does that equate to your to your self-worth and happiness, or it doesn't? So having control over your reactions can help you um, detach. Um, and then another thing you can do is be willing to embrace moments without technology. So let's say tomorrow, you don't have your phone. Let's say you forgot it at home or something. Um, just being able to embrace that and living in the moment. You can also sometimes try to um, um, detox. So maybe once a week, or even half a day once a week, or once a month, right? Whatever suits you best. But just having a little bit of detox can really help you live in the moment and embrace life without technology 24/7. Um, and then uh, if you're struggling with, let's say, letting go of your phone, or being you're spending too much time on something, you can try certain apps or programs to help you stay away from the things that you're having trouble staying away from. My favorite is Cold Turkey. You can get it as an extension on Chrome, or you can download it on your computer or your phone, and it basically you can set as websites or apps that you want to block for a set period of time. Another similar thing is freedom. So you can try whatever works for you. Um, and then becoming aware of your motives behind your actions and words, right? So why are you really posting something? Um, or why are you watching a random video, right? Because you're bored. So just really understanding what is the motivation behind the things you're doing. um, and then another thing is mental and emotional health. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I'm just keeping it general. So practicing mindfulness or meditation, having social support, you want to make sure that it's positive and um, uh, uplifts you instead of bringing you down. Good sleep, having good exercise and a healthy diet, thinking positively, and remembering to do things that you enjoy. Um, and then one of the ways you can help excel yourself is by choosing things that are advantageous, right? So there's many advantages and disadvantages in our virtual life. So it's important to be aware of those things and choose the ones that benefit. So um, there are certain ways that you can use technology in a way that is advantageous. One of them is obviously social connectedness, but not just using it to stay connected, but meeting people in real life as well, right? So if you have, let's say you make friends online, maybe like set up some time to meet them in real life. Another is broadening your skills. So playing, like for example, you can play games that build a skill or teach you something, instead of just doing something that really doesn't um, benefit you. And then another is sharing knowledge and helping others. And I will go into more detail about that in the later slides. And finally, having a positive purpose and intent. So, intent can be like upliftment or laughter, anything that is positive. So, we have all this knowledge and all these skills, but we want to put them to real beneficial use. So, uh, altruism is one of the best ways to benefit yourself. So, benefiting others, it helps you benefit yourself as well. So some of the things you can do are things like online fundraising or tutoring somebody online. Let's say you know a skill like cooking or financial management. You can have a blog page and blog about it. Share your knowledge with others. You can also do that through YouTube. Let's say you know yoga really well, so you can start a YouTube channel and share your knowledge and use it to help others. Another is joining a support group. There's several support groups online that you can join to offer support for different things, whether that can be mental health or learning something, really anything. And finally, volunteering. So there's a couple ways that you can volunteer virtually. And a few examples are things like helping to record audio for Gurudev books, or volunteering for a crisis text line, or DoSomething.org, which is an organization that empowers young people to enact social change. So you can join a campaign and help solve real world problems, and you can do all this virtually. So finally, using virtual avenues to improve your skill and potential. So whatever your interests are, find the appropriate online learning tool to learn a new skill or broaden your horizons. So let's say you like learning a new language, then you can try Duolingo or things like Khan Academy or LinkedIn Learning, Udemy. Harvard University has free courses, so things like computer science. There's many different areas, so you can check those out and learn something new, and then share that knowledge with others. So that pretty much sums up my little presentation. Yeah, I'm open to questions or anything else. Thank you.